Go ahead and notify Twitter. Let everybody know that I'm live for the first time in God knows how long. So this is only the beginning, y'all. And channel. It's all good. Once I'm getting everybody notified on Twitter, should be good to go. If not, I'm just gonna get this show started because I ain't finna waste no time. So I don't want to waste y'all time. All right, y'all. So I just notified Twitter, so should be good to go. What's going on, folks? My name is Devin Hughes, aka DHR2 Fighter Podcast, and welcome to a brand new show called Let's Talk Reboot. So we're definitely talking about the reboot of upcoming comics, movies, TV shows, etc. Anything you want to talk about, we're here. So let's just all do this the safe way without any drama because this is only getting started. Because I think a lot of us do need to talk about some stuff that we need to, discuss regarding the upcoming movies, TV shows, and comics and all of that. So I am interested as to what everybody else has to say before we get into our first topic and only topic for tonight. Because mind you, we're going to be doing this every Saturday. So whatever topic I have in mind, we're going to just go go ahead and discuss it. So this is going to be a fun one. And before I go into this topic, I want to introduce y'all to this thing called the joint button. And if you don't know what the joint button is once you click the joint button and whatever you want to join in, send in some donations. And mind you, the perks are going to end up cost you like $1.99, which is $2. So once you do that, you'll be able to become a brand new member of mine. And then once we finish with that, we're going to continue on with the new member of the DH family. So after that, call myself. After that, I'm gonna talk to you about the super chats and the thank you chat. So if you don't know what the super chats are, it's something when you see your favorite content creator go live and you want to drop drop a donation. It don't matter how much you want to drop. I mean, either way, I am appreciative of you. So once you do that, you'll be able to comment and let me know what you thought of my content and just give me some good advice. And then once you do that, I'll be able to shout you out. And then once all of that is done, it's gonna go into my revenue. So those are your super chats and the thank you in the thank you chats or whatever you want to call it. And last but not least, the join button. So you'll be able to become a new member of mine as well. So with that being said, let's get into the topic that everybody is talking about a few days ago, which is the Jonathan and Twisto's Power Rangers reboot update. Now, you've seen my videos on this in the past, and what are some overall thoughts on it? And personally, I feel like, you know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be sold on this yet. because we really don't know what's going to happen with the reboot. I'm hearing things about Japan having a huge role in this. Maybe it's because Hasbro contacted Toei for new footage for these new costumes with the new cast, with Zonon and Alpha mentoring them. It's kind of like a new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but in 2023 or 24. But I highly doubt it's gonna end up being like that. It depends on how they do it, because a lot of us do have some concerns of our own, wondering where or how is this going to be played out in the future. Is it going to be done right? Is it going to be the perfect reboot? Is Jonathan Entwistle, Brian Edward Hill, and Jenny Clean the perfect duo for the Power Rangers reboot? We still have some unanswered questions, but I think and I guarantee you that they're going to end up being revealed at Hasbro PulseCon whenever we get some new information. And not to mention, Simon Bennett is going to be talking just Cosmic Fury, which kind of makes sense when you think about it, because Cosmic Fury is the biggest topic everybody is talking about right after Dino Fury. So to me, I don't want to focus on the spoilers, even though I created a thumbnail about Zeto's White Ranger costume, but he kept the Red Ranger helmet. So this is pretty much like a one-time thing for the finale. And I highly doubt they're gonna probably show some new suits for the Cosmic Fury. No Sentai adaptations. It's just gonna be completely original. I mean, a lot of people are speculating on which Sentai is gonna be adapted for Cosmic Fury. Is it gonna be Q Ranger? Is it gonna be Q Ranger, Q Ranger, something? A lot of us are just wondering which Sentai is going to be adapted. But I highly doubt there's going to end up being something original. But then again, we really have to wait and see how things are played out within the future. So get it back on topic about the reboot and what are some overall thoughts on it. I personally feel like, you know, things might turn out different with the whole thing on Netflix. Because mind you, if you watched my videos a while back, I did state that I'm not going to be doing any more reactions and reviews of Dino Fury episodes and future reviews and reactions to any shows on Netflix, because right now Netflix is doing the worst, charging people too much money for new subscriptions. And this is probably the worst thing to ever happen, because now I'm having concerns of my own, because I'm under my cousin's name and my cousin's account. So she so she's now telling me that they're charging her extra, which is a red flag, because I think Netflix need to ease up on the charges, because you're gonna end up losing a whole lot of customers, because a lot of people want to watch Dino Fury because Power Rangers is on Netflix now. Or what you can do is, hold on. My apologies, I had to go do something right quick. Now, getting back on topic once again, I think what I like about the idea of the reboot is them try to be completely original and not rely on Super Sentai. But then again, you're gonna probably use Japan for new footage of new suits of new Rangers. But I'm just gonna say this: if all of this is true, then you're gonna have mixed results of Power Rangers fans liking it and not liking it. Like I said, I think you're gonna have a lot of people not liking the result of the Power Rangers reboot because I feel like you're not really rebooting Mighty Morphin, so everybody else just thought. But my concern is that since everything has changed, it's gonna end up being bad because I don't want to say the word that's gonna have everybody unsubscribe from my channel because it was gonna be a female lead, fine, but don't make it too woke and don't make it, you know, a mess because that's going to have people not want to watch your show after all because I do want this reboot to succeed. I mean, even if this Yin character is going to be the first Red Ranger or the new Red Ranger, I just hope that she reminds me of Jen from Time Force because I just want a good show, a good product. That's all I care about. You know, I just don't want another 2017 garbage or a uh, a Neo Saban, Samurai, Mega Force, Ninja Steel. I don't want another that for another 5 or 20 years. I just want a good Power Rangers product. I think that's what all of us really wanted. So the fact that they're actually doing this and it's been confirmed by the Illuminati itself. Now, someone from the Illuminati actually commented on my Twitter post and they asked me, do I remember what I said? And I did a LOL. And I'm still not fond of the idea of them, completely moving away from Sentai for good because we really don't know how long it's going to last. But I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt because I do believe that they can give us a good Power Rangers product, as long as it's not, bad or terrible. But at the end of the day, all we can do is just wait, watch, and see what they can, what they can do for us. Because as a Power Rangers fan, I do have that right to criticize and like and dislike. You cannot always be positive about everything that comes out. Everybody has that right to criticize. But if you do it, don't do it in hate. Don't do it in hateful. Don't do it in an aggressive manner. Because this is going to have people think that you just hate everything, period. Or you have so much hatred in your heart to whatever it is that you hate about a person or a product or the franchise. But then again, that's just how the Power Rangers community are. I spoke about this guy on Twitter and I already made a video of him. So make sure y'all go check that out. At the end of the day, the only thing we can do is just wait and see what they can announce because there's so many speculating on what Hasbro is doing because I really do trust this company with our franchise because Power Rangers has been a dead brand since, forever. When Saban brought it back, nobody is talking about it. Nobody has ever even bring it up. The media, the mainstream media hasn't even brought up Power Rangers yet. They'll bring it up every now and then, but the only Power Rangers they know is the original cast. So honestly, I feel like what they need to do if they were to make Power Rangers popular again, they need to stop with the cheesiness. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, and as much as it sucks me to say this, but I kind of do want them to break away from the Sentai stuff for a while, just to test the waters. Have them be completely original and bring up the violence to the gore. I'm not gory though, but just bring the level of violence. Like, look at the classic 80s and 90s martial arts B movies. Not the acting, but the fight scenes. Like if you create something like that for the Power Rangers reboot, think about how cool that would be. You know, make it feel like Mighty Morphin when it comes to the martial arts fights, but blows to the face instead of the body parts all the time. Like we're about to head to a new direction, a new era. But then again, it's a possibility for them to start over from slate and start fresh, you know, as long as it's done right. Because the last thing you want to do is put out a product that's going to have people dislike Power Rangers because of the changes in the business decisions by Hasbro. But to me, they're just me, you know, giving my honest opinion and feedback because, like I said, I really do want to see this franchise succeed. But if not, then Power Rangers, as we know, is going to end up being canceled. I'm not saying that it's going to do it now. It's going to happen now, but I just want us to be a better franchise. You know, it's going to happen. We just need to just try to be patient and see what Hasbro will announce at Hasbro PulseCon. But then again, Simon Bennett said it's going to be talking about Cosmic Fury. Just that. Might be some new Lightning Collection figures revealed. I heard that it's going to be Wave 14 or Wave 15 supposed to be released. SPD Yellow. What else? I don't know what other wave that the Power Ranger figures are going to be coming out, but all I remember is SPD supposed to be coming out very soon. So, to me, the only way I'll support this reboot is if you completely get rid of the childish nonsense that happened in the 90s. Yeah, the 90s worked for its time, but now that they keep going on with this nonsense in today's world, it's time for you to just let it go. And I really hope to God that when they work on Cosmic Fury, that they do not bring in the comedy duo because I just want the series to focus on the Rangers. Yeah, you can have your comedy moments with the Rangers, but don't bring in Jay and J Board because I really don't want them to completely distract it for focusing on the show. Jonathan Fury has been a great show so far, but with this reboot with Jonathan Entwistle, I just hope and pray that things will work out for for the better or for the worse. It really depends on how the show come out. I mean, it really depends on how the show turned out. I don't know why am I talking so fast. Maybe it's because I'm just anxious though. I mean, like I said, it's been a while since I've done any live stream. So, but this is just the first episode of Let's Talk. We're just talking Power Rangers reboot, Power Rangers in general. So, before I go into my next topic, let's go ahead and take a look at the chat and see what y'all have to say. Killer Cam 31, what's up? How you doing? It took a long time. Yeah, for me to notify everybody on Twitter that I'm live. Yeah, they are. Sky Stuff, what's going on? I feel the same way as you do, bro. Yeah, about the Power Rangers reboot. Like I said, I just want them to succeed. You know, I don't want them to, continue to make things difficult for the fans to like. And like I said, I just want the franchise to succeed. I want them to do better writing, better storylines, and better action scenes. Because the 2017 movie, it lacked everything. It was too much development for the characters, and it wasn't any martial arts actions, no tokusatsu action, And like I said, the 2017, I did appreciate some elements, but I feel like it lacked action. It lacked Power Ranger stuff. If you're gonna make it about Power Rangers, make sure you add some martial arts action, not make it about daytime drama. It just didn't make sense, to be honest with you. It'll draw in a new audiences along with the old audiences. I could see that happening because hardcore fans like myself and everybody who grew up with Power Rangers in the 90s, I just hope they do it well instead of messing up everything, because the last thing you want to do, like I said, is put out a product that's gonna divide the franchise, divide the fan base because it's already been doing that since the Neil Saban era. Um, but I have a gut feeling that it might turn out great. We just need to hope and pray that this turns out great. I had an idea where Psycho Rangers are good, which becoming counterparts of evil Psycho Rangers. I mean, listen, if you want to see that, go read the Boom comics because I feel like the Boom comics has done a good job on establishing the characters and having them fleshed out. But I think the Psycho Rangers in their comic it didn't do well. I heard it had like mixed reviews though. But I think the TV show did a lot better because they were just introducing Power Rangers in space as well as the Mega Rangers as well. So the Psycho Rangers are pretty cool. I like them a lot. I love their costumes. And plus their helmets remind me of Tommy Oliver's Green Ranger helmet, the way it was designed. So every time I see those helmets, I think of Tommy, in my honest opinion. Like, what if they actually had a Green Ranger, well, a Green Psycho Ranger in space? If Tommy were to come back, become evil. But think about how crazy that would be. For a show idea only, and it'll blow up because we're becoming popular. Thanks, I appreciate it though. But I'm just getting started. I'm gonna continue to do these every Saturday with new episodes with a topic of mine that I want to talk about. We're gonna talk completely. Now let me put the invite here. So now another topic I want to talk about is the Mortal Kombat franchise. And I know this episode is about Power Rangers, but to me, I want to jump on to another topic before I end this off. I do appreciate y'all for coming out, supporting me so far, like always. Like y'all are my true rocks. So the Mortal Kombat franchise. So I've just done a video on John Tobias about how he and Ed Boom and him came up with the iconic dragon logo and how it became the most popular thing 30 years today. So to me, I personally think John Tobias is an amazing talent. It's an amazing artist because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Mortal Kombat as we all know and love right now. So just a few days ago, A Boom put out a tweet about ask first and about which, you know what? Here's the thing. When A Boom tweets about some stuff, everybody is going to be making videos and speculating on which game is going to be announced at the award show this year. Is it going to be MK12? Is it going to be a new Charlotte Monks remastered? Is it going to be Marvel versus Marvel? I can't get it out. Marvel versus DC game. Like every time I say Marvel, I keep saying it so weirdly, though. Now, to me, Marvel versus I almost like M versus K, like Marvel versus Capcom. I was going to say Marvel versus DC would be a great addition to NetherRealm Studios because I know Disney wouldn't want NetherRealm Studios to add any blood, considering that they shown tons of blood in the action scenes and in Avengers movies and the MCU movies and all of that. I mean, in all of that. Y'all, look, I'm tired. I'm just tongue twirling everywhere. My apologies. I'm trying to give y'all the best episode that I can. So, yeah, them possibly doing Marvel versus DC fighting game by NetherRealm Studios could be a great addition because I feel like, Marvel fans and DC fans are going to end up being collided like crazy because just imagine how evil is going to be in a fighting game competition or the fighting game community. They're going to end up doing a tournament at EVO featuring M versus DC because we know Spider-Man is going to end up being the most popular character because of his web slinging and his acrobatic moves and all of that. Wolverine is going to be everyone's favorite popular character because of his claws and his special combos and all of that. Now, just imagine his super in rage mode. That alone would be crazy to see Wolverine just go completely bonkers on his opponents, making them bleed and ripping up their hearts. Not completely though, but just go to town on on his opponents the with his claws. Then he'll be cursing up a storm and everything because that's how Wolverine is. That's how Logan is. Now, in terms of DC, they can do some designs from the Injustice franchise, but I cannot imagine how the Marvel characters are going to end up looking like in the roster. Just think about how cool that would be in the Mortal Kombat series. So then you got your Charlotte Monks remaster. I just seen the Island Boys video a while back on the Charlotte Monks remaster, if yet possible. So he did a video on them doing Charlotte Monks 2 featuring a Scorpion Sub-Zero, because if y'all remember a while back, Ed Boon just said and stated that they were thinking about doing a sequel, but did not happen. I would have loved for them to focus on Scorpion Sub-Zero, two of the most popular characters in Mortal Kombat franchise. When you think about it, it kind of makes sense for them to combine fire and ice powers to defeat Shang Tsung or even Shao Kahn, whoever the new baddie of the sequel. And if they do that now, just imagine the fan base is going to be going crazy on Twitter, because Twitter is literally the site and the app and the social media platform where everybody is going crazy, just sharing information, and a lot of content creators on YouTube are talking about it. Me, Future Boy Who, The Island Boys, Uncaged Games, Max Million, you name it, just among others. So I personally feel like this would have been a great addition and a great time for him to announce something. You could work on the game now, but next year or 2024, the game is going to end up being released, because knowing how Ed Boon is, he is known for twinning with the fans and trolling the fans on social media, because he'll have them guessing, but then again, it's not confirmed. Someone asked him when is he going to announce MK12 or any other game. He said not now and not yet. So I'm guessing they'll probably just figure out a way to announce something at the award show, or it's going to be on Twitter. And until then, we're just going to have to enjoy some classic Mortal Kombat stuff, because we've been seeing a bunch of how the character Raiden came to be, of his special moves. Sonya, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. I mean, we've seen a lot of that in Ed Boon's Twitter. So, like I said, I just hope that whatever he comes out with, that they'll be able to give us and provide us with some information regarding the award show 2022. Because last year we had no announcement from NetherRealm Studios, because I just feel like it just became a boring fest. Just him, just the award show itself. I did a reaction to it last year. It was really boring, because I just was expecting NetherRealm Studios to come out and announce a new game. So it's been like this since last year. So I just hope that whatever they come up with something this year at the award show, let us know what you're working on. Let us know something, because I don't want to have to keep making Mortal Kombat videos and watching Future Boy Who's videos on possibilities of these MK12 leaks being real or not, because we know that the leaks are not real. Even the so-called 30th anniversary pack with the 2021 movie and the MK11 game to represent 30 years of Mortal Kombat, which is the worst way to do it. And I had a feeling that it was fake all along. I knew it was fake, because if it was real, then a lot of us would have been excited. But all of a sudden, when I saw the Island Boys YouTube short video that the whole thing was fake, I was like, wow. Clumsy me actually thought that them putting out stuff like that, it was real. I saw Future Boy Who's video on it, and then I did a video of it, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing that it was fake. Even Ed Boon tweeted himself, said that it was fake. So don't believe anything you see on the internet until they come up with something first. Literally. because I just don't really believe anything that these so-called, scrubs or the internet that put out fake information about Mortal Kombat. So I would rather just wait to hear from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Try to see what other topic I want to talk about, since this is a new episode and a new reboot series that I'm doing. Oh, that video I did earlier about the Power Rangers fan who was very toxic. I meant what I said, and everybody on Twitter have been saying the same thing about this cat. He is known for, you know, chasing clout and just being extra capping like crazy because he didn't like the fact that Simon didn't want to do too much of the civilian fight scenes in Power Rangers like you have now. Um, to me, I just think that when people like that on Twitter don't need to be talking about Power Rangers if you're that hateful about the franchise, especially Simon Bennett of what he had to say. I mean, even I did a video of it a while back, but looking back, I realized, you know what, maybe he's right. You know, you don't want to do too much of civilian fights because that'll be a distraction focusing on what the characters are going through and what everybody is dealing with. You know, you basically just want to focus on the story, then you do your civilian fights, unless it's in a certain moment. Now, like I said, I just don't know what's going on with these toxic fan base because to me, this could have been one of the worst things they ever done. And I found out that he's been a homophobic, being racist towards people that were different. Those you need to block out of your life because you don't need to be dealing with a whole bunch of drama and negativity because right now we just want to focus on the Hasbro post-con and the Cosmic Fury and the upcoming reboot from Jonathan and Twizzle. Because, like I said, once Cosmic Fury wraps up, they're going to probably do the reboot of Power Rangers, but it's going to be more serialized, as in serious storylines and serious fight scenes, but make it feel Power Ranger-ish at the same time without making it feel cheesy. You know what I'm saying? So I can totally see that happening, but yeah. Everywhere we go, there will always be toxic folks. Exactly. And you know what? What I said about that dude in a video earlier, go check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, it's already out. It's all true. If you ask Jin Sakyu or any other Tokusatsu Twitter account out there, they'll tell you the exact same thing. And I think it's just a mess of how people grew up in a kind of environment where they're just so hateful of everything, you know what I'm saying? So I think the purpose of this is to try to bring awareness, to what's going on in the fandom and why people are acting so different and brand new when you try to confront them. So it's just crazy. And Ranger Liz, and shout out to Ranger Liz, by the way. I saw her tweeting how to optimize YouTube videos and whatever video you want to upload. Make sure you optimize them. Let your audiences know what the videos are about, and make sure you put the tags that is focusing on one specific topic. So I've been doing that today, and I thought about what she said. And hold on, I want to show y'all something too. I downloaded the image from her Twitter. So shout out to Ranger Liz on this one because I feel like I've gotten everything I need to know. Hold up. Okay, so do y'all see this right here? So this is what what she posted on Twitter about how to optimize your videos on YouTube. And make sure that if it's about Power Rangers, make sure that it's focusing on Power Rangers news, update, reboot, and all of that. Make sure it's strictly about Power Rangers reboot, not something else. So I think I've learned a lot from Ranger Liz, and she liked my comment as well. So shout out to her. Before I end this episode off, like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming out, supporting me in this brand new show on YouTube. And I'm going to be doing these brand new episodes every Saturday. Every Saturday. So make sure y'all come out, check me out, chat with me as we talk about different topics. And I know the first one is about the Power Rangers reboot. And like I said, whatever they have in stores for us, I'm going to support it either way, as long as it's done right. Because all I want is a good Power Rangers product. And I think Jonathan and Twistle and everybody else in the Power Rangers reboot are going to give us that, or going to provide us with all of that. So don't forget to click that join button and hit that super chat, so you'll be able to get the mercs, not my merchandise, but the mercs. So whenever you click that join button, it means you drop drop a donation. If not, can't even get it out. If not, that's okay. So once again, I thank y'all for coming out. This was a lot of fun. We talked about the Power Rangers reboot, Mortal Kombat, and the drama behind the Power Rangers fandom. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, but not the episode of Let's Talk. But I'm gonna do this every Saturday. So, but tomorrow you're gonna see me in my regular video. So until then, love y'all. God bless.